What's going on, everybody?
Welcome back to our channel.
My name is Gage.
And I'm Zoe.
And real quick though, if you're new to the channel, scroll down, hit that subscribe button. But hey, I know y'all see the title, so I know why y'all clicked on this. Zoe and I are going to be doing a live reaction to the Ace family's second part of their documentary called Welcome to Our Life. We will link the video in the description box if you want to watch the full thing. I'm sure most of y'all watching probably know who they are, so you might have already seen it anyway. But we thought it'd be kind of cool to just react to it. We're both big Ace family fans, so if you hating on the Ace family, go ahead, click off the video, because we're not here for that hate. You feel what I'm saying? So, not going to waste too much of your time with the intro. Let's just get straight into it. Live reaction. We have not seen the second video yet, so this is what we're doing. We apologize for not uploading on Friday, but we wanted to do this video, so obviously it came out Saturday, so we're doing it today. But whatever. Here we go.
Catherine and I, we would have never thought we would be where we are today, because I feel like everything happens for a reason.
Life is completely different. Not only for us, but for the people who have millions of people watching them. It's completely different. You have to live a completely different life.
To walk on eggshells.
Obviously, they got a lot of followers, and they're like the gold standard for this whole genre that we do. So yeah, I mean, obviously I don't understand what it's like to have their kind of success and their kind of fame, but I know they probably go through some stuff that's pretty difficult, dealing with some crazy people, and they kind of showed hints of that in the first video that they posted last week. People like showing up to their apartment and stuff like that. And honestly, you know, some people just don't get it. You know, I think people lose sight of the fact that they are people. I think you get so used to seeing people on the screen that you kind of dehumanize them in a way, and you kind of idolize them. So you put them on this pedestal and kind of forget that they're people like me and you. Like, you know, how would you feel if some just complete random stranger was just standing outside your bedroom window calling your name over and over, yelling, screaming, trying to get a picture of you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I know it's probably very difficult.
Constantly walking on eggshells.
It's very overwhelming.
We've gotten to the point to where we've been burned so many times that we don't really trust anyone.
Literally, like, so
I feel that.
times.
I don't trust
Like,
nobody.
Shocking.
Right, we expected it. We knew it
Yeah.
was coming. So for us, when it comes to like friendships,
But that's like what we say all the time, like.
We're gonna be pausing this shit every 10 seconds, man.
I'm just saying, like, it's what we say all the time. Because I'm sure that they've had people that
Oh yeah, man.
have just like, when he says burn, like, I'm just,
They hit 1 million, 2
gotta be
million,
so many
3 million,
people.
4, 5, 6, 10 million.
they're friends.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
just-
People they ain't talked to in years coming out of the woodwork, probably asking them for stuff.
And the way that they are so like loving and just open that I'm sure that they were just like accepting and bringing in. And then, like you said, they just got probably burned, like you
Loving
said.
and open. That's another thing I want to address. Just for the people. Listen, man. I see they get so much hate. People like talking about how they make stuff up, or like the break-in that happened at their house a couple months back, and people were trying to say, oh, it was all staged. Like,
Get out of here.
You know,
like what?
How has the internet ruined people's minds like this? Like, don't get me wrong, publicity is a real thing. Publicity stunts are real things. People do things for attention, because in the era of social media, attention is what makes you money, period. The more eyeballs you have, the more money you make. That's just how it works. So I understand that people will try to fabricate and put things together just to try to get eyeballs on something, but come on, bro.
Like what?
There are things that you can do for publicity stunts to get attention that are far less drastic than staging a break-in.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, it's just, it makes no sense for anybody to do that, which is why I don't believe for 1 second that they staged a break-in. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
it's sad because I have friends that I've known forever that I'm no longer close with because of they want something from me. Always. It's never, let's just hang out. And it's always like, oh, let's hang out and then let's take a picture together so I can post on my Instagram so I can show people who I'm with. And it sucks because end of the day, when I hang out with somebody, it's to get away from all of that. It's to, you know, just be normal and to hang out and catch up with a friend, because at the end of the day, it's always just our family. Every day, it literally, Catherine and I, Elle and Alea. That's it. So we don't get to hang out with people. So when we do hang out with people, it's like a breath of fresh air. And so for them, in their mindset, when it's to ask us for something, to get something out of us, it's a shitty feeling.
We're trying to help people. Like, no one ever really talks about that. But as soon as, like, something comes up to where the Ace family is looked at in a bad light, or there's some, like, drama start.
All these conspiracy theories, you can see them right here. Like come on, bro.
The real reason why the Ace family is taking a break from YouTube.
Saying,
like what Austin really did at Coachella.
Yeah.
Catherine reaction.
Bro.
And I'm sure none of those videos.
Like, and let's understand something else. Like,
millions of views on this thing.
Yeah, man. Let's understand something else. Like, everybody makes mistakes in life. Nobody's perfect. Like, you know, there was a situation where Austin bought a child a penis-shaped lollipop. Is it inappropriate? Yeah, of course. It's inappropriate. Should they have been in the store? No, probably not. But, dude, for you to just try to jump down somebody's throat, you got to try to put yourself in their situation. If you always had eyeballs on you and cameras on you, no matter where you go, if you can't really lead a normal life, imagine like all of the dirt that people would find on you that would be public every single day. And think about what you do every single day of your life that you don't want other people knowing. Now imagine that it's plastered all over the internet. You know, think about it from that perspective before you start jumping down somebody's throat. When they make a mistake, because everybody makes mistakes.
There's some controversy stirred up about us, and it's not necessarily true. Like, people hop on the bandwagon so quick, and that shit will make the news rather than all the good things that we've done.
You know what my biggest pet peeve is when people say, oh, they just care about money. If that were the case, we wouldn't have started doing YouTube, because when you first start doing YouTube, you don't actually get paid anything until you do it for a while.
Facts! Tell me about it, Catherine. Ain't making no money. Go ahead.
Work hard at it, and there's a lot of different factors. Like, we didn't know we were going to be big, we didn't know we were going to be successful. We did it because we enjoy doing it. It was our passion.
Before we were famous, obviously, you know, we would make Snapchats and tweets and stuff, and then people go out of their way to make something seem so different of what it is.
I literally just posted a snap of Alea, like me playing with her laying on her stomach having tummy time, and now I'm getting bashed for it.
What do you mean? What are like people saying something?
Like, yeah, they're saying I'm such a bad dad because I laid my newborn on her stomach, when it's literally just tummy time. Like, everyone knows about tummy time. Give her tummy time, I'm sitting there like making a cute snap with her, and now people are bashing me for it. Like, this is why Catherine and I hesitate to film our kids, because people always got something to say, every little thing.
Like I've said before, we're human, and we've made some mistakes. I mean, like, we're not perfect.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that we're bad people, you know, and something coming out and circulating again is literally purely just to make us look bad. And
Thanks.
Serious. It's not that serious.
Even with our relationship, like, it's not perfect. Everyone thinks that just because we smile in every single one of our videos that we don't go through problems, that we don't argue.
Facts, man. Do y'all not know what editing videos is, bro? Every video gets edited. Zoe and I, we argue just about every video we make. But you don't see it because it's edited. These are people at the end of the day. Don't lose sight of that.
But we argue just like everyone else. It's life.
We're known for being positive.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Keep going, my man.
Trying to help people.
Yeah, nobody talked about their whole, fundraising part.
Let's forget the fact that they gave water to people who didn't have it in the desert.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
I mean,
let's talk about how they gave $100,000 to some basketball player in a charity basketball game. Let's focus on that.
yeah.
That's what.
Forget water to dehydrated people in the desert. Nah, that doesn't matter.
There's no more just doing things without thinking. We have to always think through everything now, and it's a lot harder.
Well, and the thing about it is, like, I get it if you're a fan and you see them and you want to take a picture, but like, you should never take a picture of somebody's child without their full consent. You know what I mean?
Uno.
One,
No, uno,
uno,
dos,
dos,
tres,
tres,
cuatro,
cuatro.
cinco.
That one and that one and that one and that one and that one.
Okay, I'll do all 10 fingers.
Okay. Can I talk? Huh?
And
Hit that bell button.
that button
And once you do those two things, all you gotta do is comment done.
done.
Exactly. No, we're not done yet. Okay. And so like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like me and my beautiful family always say, we'll be back
And more.
with more videos.
Yeah.
Peace. Go ahead.
Their family
What do
is
you want to do
beautiful.
with the leg?
Like,
Look at her chunky cheeks.
I gotta do the video, but yeah.
But like I said, without any of the negativity and any of the controversy, like, you can't become stronger. You know? And I feel like I said, I honestly believe everything happens for a reason. And we've obviously grown and adapted.
So, do you like doing YouTube?
Yeah.
Going out for us isn't really a thing anymore.
We have to be quick for whatever reason. It could be like, we're trying to get a prop for something we're filming, or it can be anything. And we're just in a hurry, and it's just chaos because there's one person asks for a photo, and
everybody
we
wants
take
a
the
photo.
photo, talk to them for a little bit, and then someone else comes,
Yeah.
and then someone else comes.
Yeah, obviously I can't feel it on that level because don't nobody know who I am, but I can certainly understand how that would be extremely frustrating. Because look, I don't like. I'm not even famous, and I don't like going out in public. I'd much rather just stay
Or
at the house.
taking photos in general.
Bro, not me. So if I went out and everybody was stopping me, and that's the thing, dude. Like, you gotta understand too. Sometimes the people stopping you for a picture don't even know who you are. They just saw someone else
Take a
stop
picture with you.
to take a picture with you. So they're like, well, that must be somebody important. Let me take a picture with them. And then they'll find out later who you are and then go flaunting all over social media.
Right.
Like, I'm standing there for 20 minutes, trying to meet everyone. I'm excited to meet everyone. I want to meet everyone. But it's just, I don't get anything done. I don't want us to come off as being unappreciative and upset about it. It's just
No, this
a
is just
lifestyle.
us being real.
It's just our lifestyle. It's like,
We have never said this is a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. This is just something we have to live with. Ever since we started this, we've been in so many situations where we've been burned.
we've literally learned from every single person we've hired, every single person who's been around our family. There's been times where, like, we would think someone's great at something or great for us for whatever the job is, and then automatically it's like, oh, this person's making a live stream at our house while they're working.
Yes,
Or
this person is
taking pictures of Elle
in
while
her
they're
diaper,
working.
Elle butt naked in her diaper, and it's in your phone now. Like, now our life has revolved around contracts, and people literally have to sign, making sure that they don't do anything to hurt the Ace family. And
It's not a way to live.
it's not a way to live, but for us to be safe, we have to do it.
I think when we realized that this is getting out of control was when we had someone come into our house at like midnight.
Huh?
And for some reason, fans would always come. I mean, they would come during the day, the entire day. Obviously, there'd be hundreds of people a day during the day. But there would also be a lot of people coming at nighttime. And so when they would come at nighttime, the majority of the time, to get our attention, they would flash their lights into our windows. And that was always really scary.
I was getting a haircut, literally in the middle of the night, at midnight.
I was 7 months pregnant.
And you were 7 months pregnant,
6 months
yes.
pregnant.
So it's me, my barber, and one of my good friends. And we see this bright light coming into the house. And we're like, what is that? And my friend, he was like, wait, let me go check it out. So he goes outside and there's a guy yelling, saying, you need to move your cars out of the street. And you need to move all your cars out of the street because they can't be here or you'll get a ticket. And as he's saying it, I'm listening and I'm like, wait, what? We never have security up here. We don't have security in our neighborhood. Nobody comes up here at the end of our street, up here on top of the mountain. So instantly I knew something was wrong. So he comes back in the house, he tells us, bro, I'm just gonna move him so he just leaves us alone. So hopefully he goes away if I move him. So he moves the cars in the driveway, everything is good. All of a sudden he leaves. We're like, okay, good. Like everything is good. All of a sudden, 10 minutes later, he comes back. So then I open the door. You see him? Can you see him?
Look at zoom in.
We're doing YouTube now, huh?
Look.
We're doing YouTube.
Look.
Wow, I didn't know we were doing YouTube, man.
Look.
Mr. Austin McBroom. We're doing YouTube now?
Strong.
I guess we're doing YouTube for sure.
Let me explain something, man. Now, obviously, Zoe and I, nowhere close to the Ace family. We got like 210 subscribers, okay? They got like 16 million, or close. Right now, so you're not confused about it in the future, if Zoe and I ever have anything close to the kind of success that the Ace family have, and you doing this...
Well, first of all, you're never going to see our house.
Yeah. That's number one. And you know, at least in my opinion, for what it's worth, I think they've done a much better job since they've gotten out of this house of like keeping things under wraps. So, but again, they don't show us everything. So there might still be stuff going on that they don't show us. But anyway, the point is, you do this outside my house, I really respect how Austin handles some of these situations. He's very classy about some of them, and he, at least how it appears to me, he kind of lets some things slide.
He lets a lot of things slide. Or at least the way they show it to us, he lets it slide. I don't know if he actually lets some of these things slide.
I'm telling you right now, you outside my house talking like that, because that dude sounds like a maniac. Oh, you're doing YouTube now, Mr. Austin McBroom.
Yeah, he sounds crazy.
Let me tell you something. You outside my house at 12 a.m. talking about, oh, Mr. Gage, right? You doing YouTube now. I will physically assault you.
Yes, we're doing YouTube, man. Mr. Austin McBroom, we're doing YouTube now?
What a weirdo, bro.
Why did you behind the doors? Just a couple of minutes ago, you were talking all that bullshit.
Yo, why don't you go home?
Hey, you better shut the fuck up. You got me fucked up.
Yeah. That's gonna be Gage.
I felt that on a spiritual level. Okay? Because that's my reaction before he starts talking shit. Okay?
Like, I'm in my home, right? This is our only privacy that we have. This is where my family lays their head at night. The girls are asleep, so I'm starting to get a little...
Bro, especially if I have children. Because, like, I feel that way just about me. Like, if you approaching me like that, already I'm on edge. And especially because I've got Zoe in the house with me, like, already I'm on edge. Like, I can only project into the future because obviously we don't have children right now. So, like,
yeah,
I can't really understand it on that level, but I can try to project myself into the future and say, take that exact same situation now, put Zoe at 7 months pregnant, and I've got a 2-3-year-old, however old Elle was at the time, she was somewhere around that age. Come on, dude, like, it's all cool if I see you at Walmart or something. Don't pull up on my house. You pull up on my house, we got much bigger problems.
I mean, if this guy showed up at Walmart talking like this too, I don't think it's cool.
That too, yeah. Like if you approach me anywhere talking like that dude's talking, but I was just talking in general. Like if you wanted a picture and you just see me out somewhere, okay,
let's chill. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fine. But
don't
like,
come to. That's their only place to be themselves.
We talking like we famous or something like that, but we're not. But I'm just saying.
We're putting ourselves in their
That's
shoes.
What I'm trying. But again, we're humanizing. These are people, okay? So like, I have to put myself in their shoes to try to understand what they're saying.
Right.
So it's like, I said, okay, what if I were Austin? How would I handle that situation? So that's how I would do it. I probably wouldn't go about it much differently than he did. And as a matter of fact, I might be quicker to lose my temper.
You have a very short fuse.
So
yes. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just that takeaway message, bro. These are people, okay?
Yes. This is their home.
Imagine some guy that you don't know coming up to your house saying what that dude in that car was saying.
Yeah.
Just imagine that for a moment. Midnight. Okay? Complete stranger. How would you react? These are people.
Yeah.
Like, heated. So I get up and I'm looking through the windows and I'm trying to make sure like he's not with nobody. He doesn't have nothing that can hurt us.
But still, at the end of the day, you don't know anything.
Right, don't know anything. But
you don't know if there's people there. You don't know if he has a gun. You don't know if he has...
I gotta tell you something, bro.
Can you get the fuck out of my house right now? Why are you sitting here trolling?
Bro, nobody's trolling, bro. What are you doing? Now you're gonna go back and check out?
Look at him, bro. That's what I gotta deal with.
That bullshit, bro.
But at the same time, too, I didn't want to call the cops because I didn't know what he really wanted. I didn't want to, maybe he just wanted to say hi. I didn't know. Always give people the benefit of the doubt because we know what we do for a living. And he's like yelling back and forth with us, having a conversation, literally recording us. He pulls out his phone and starts recording us.
And everything right on YouTube,
Bro, this is crazy.
bro.
This is what I gotta deal with.
Bro,
Look what you're
really,
doing
bro.
at 11, my G.
Really, bro.
Get the fuck out.
Look what he's doing, bro.
You were just talking all
Why
that
don't you
shit,
leave,
bro.
my G?
You were talking all that shit.
He was acting like he's security. See? Ace family, this is wrong.
He wanted to go on the internet and be like, bro, I pranked Austin. I made him move his cars. Do you know how lame you gotta be to go out and find a stranger and be like, made you move your car out of the street?
I don't know.
Find a different prank.
I think that he's just not there all the way.
Or just go home. Like, bro.
It's midnight.
Prank, bro.
Get alive, my G.
You guys got pranked, bro.
Exactly. Get
The moment
alive.
he said that, I go, okay, he's not right. Because what are you doing at my house trying to prank me when you don't even know me, right? I don't know you. And so then I decided to go up to his car because I feel like it's about time to go to his car and figure out what exactly is he doing.
Ace family, bro. Like, Austin McBroom, bro. Like, really,
Nah.
bro. I have to, bro. I apologize, bro. Like, I apologize.
I don't like this.
Bro, I'm not gonna apologize, bro. I put it up.
You're filming in front of my fucking house?
Bro, really, bro? You're gonna do some shit like that? Bro, I apologize.
No, talk up. You know.
Really, bro? This is how you treat all your fans, bro. That's how you treat all your fans,
You're-
bro. You're supposed to love all your family
You
members.
came to my house at.
You're supposed to love all of your Ace family members. That's what this guy just said.
But he's not loving the Ace family.
Listen, bro. Love, two-way street. Respect, two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This is why I really appreciate that they actually have made this documentary. Now, of course, there's haters out there talking about, oh, they're just doing this whole documentary for publicity. First of all, they make a living in a public forum, okay? Everything they do is for public, like that. That's how they make a living. So get that out of the way. But anyway.
I also want to say that if this was all about money, all they would have to do is continue posting videos this whole month,
bro.
because they make plenty of money off of you viewing every video.
I ain't hating. Make all the money you want to make, okay? I appreciate that they're even putting this out there because, again, and because it was something that they've even talked about on their channel in the past. Like, they're so hesitant to put stuff like this out because they don't want to show themselves or even their fans in a negative light. They like to keep things positive on their channel, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, like, there's only so much of this type of stuff you could take. Like, the fact that people like this guy think that this is okay, like, he showed up. He went out of his way at midnight to show up at a stranger's house to prank them. Started talking reckless in the driveway. And then when Austin gets defensive because this guy's being aggressive towards him, saying, oh, you talking all that bullshit. Once you start throwing profanity at somebody at their house, that's aggressive. So now that Austin starts to fire back and defend himself, now all of a sudden this guy's talking about, oh, this is how you treat your fans? Bro, get out of here. Like, what kind of mindset is that?
I always think about Catherine in like one of those older videos where she was just explaining how terrified she was to live in her own home.
Yeah, man.
And I know how I am already with like my like anxiousness and like being in certain places. I could not imagine like when the morning after this, when Austin tells her this happened last night and she's asleep, like
it was just so bad and so scary that it could have been worse. Thank God it wasn't worse, because this is the first time where I had any type of interaction with someone that I knew wasn't safe. But in the day, it seemed to be a fan, seemed to be someone who watches us. After that moment, that's when it got real. I was like, okay, security has to be around. We got to start maneuvering a little differently. We're not going to start showing as much, because that could have definitely ended bad. But we never told you guys about it.
Dude, he could have had a gun or something.
Yeah, that could have been a very, very dangerous situation. Thank God it wasn't.
Yeah.
But like that, and that's why I speak about it the way I've been speaking about it. Like, you pull up to my house at midnight, dude. First of all, you pull up to my house at all and you're a stranger and I don't know you, and you start talking out of pocket towards me. I'm already, like, my mind is already in the negative. Like, I don't give benefit of the doubt. I don't know you. I don't give benefit of the doubt to people I don't know. Y'all cannot be doing this.
But that's just one story out of many.
You can only imagine how crazy it was there when everyone knew where we lived.
Yeah.
And
it's just an unsettling feeling, like going to sleep every night and knowing that people know where you live.
And even the transition we made here to this house, nobody knew our address. We didn't film none of that. We didn't give a house tour. Just the other day, we were sitting in the living room watching a movie.
Oh, hell no.
And our house is pretty much glass. You can see everything. We have a driveway that's so long, right? We have gates at the front.
It's literally like our property, so you cannot come through our driveway.
Some dude comes up to the door. And then Catherine says, "Who's that?" And I'm like, the way she said it had me concerned because I knew we weren't expecting anyone. And I was looking like, yeah, who is that? He's just looking in like he's about to try to come in. And so I look over at my videographer and I'm like, hey bro, can you see who's at the door? So he goes to the door, opens the door, hey, can we help you? What are you doing here? And he's like, yeah, I want a picture with the Ace family. And I'm like, no.
You know, it's
and
weird.
Fudge.
After the incident happened with that guy, right? You think of the worst, but you don't think the worst could happen.
Mm-hmm. There was always an uncomfortable feeling of obviously being in our house.
And it was a shitty feeling because as soon as someone came, we would always tell each other, please don't go by the window. And then it would affect Elle because Elle would notice. And then that's when Elle started to know like about fans.
It doesn't feel good to tell your kid to stay away from windows. Like, your kid should be able to walk around their house and feel free and feel safe, but she just didn't.
Not too long after that is when we got our house broken into. And I think that was it for us. I think we almost lost it. Like,
you know what the worst part about that was? It wasn't even necessarily that we had our house broken into. It was the fact that it happened in front of millions and millions of people, and for a good reason. But people not actually believing that we had our house broken into. People pretending that, we hired police officers or actors or whatever.
I think part of it too was they didn't necessarily believe it because we never showed our privacy. We never showed them how crazy it was at our house.
Yeah.
We always put it underneath a rug about our privacy. We never really talked about it, and I feel like this is so good for them to know that we literally had no privacy. And this is a big reason why our lives are completely different and why they had to change and are changing.
also for the safety of our family and our daughters, obviously we have to make some adjustments, you know, so that we can, you know, feel free again and
Feel safe. Should we just tell them?
Lead. They would. They would. They freaking would. They both are. You see that?
Looks like they might be building.
They building a compound. Is what they building.
I can't even hate on that. I want to build my own house one day. But yeah,
I
man.
would.
Hey, look. So that was episode 2 of the Ace Family's documentary. Welcome to Our Life. Just some kind of ending thoughts. Zoe, you want to kind of give just a snapshot of
I
your
mean,
thoughts?
my ending thoughts are that I'm proud of them for being honest and open, and you know, and the fact that they have been so gracious and just like they've painted a pretty picture for everyone. But now that things need to come out into the open, they're not afraid of sharing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though people are gonna hate or whatever about this, like at the end of the day, I think it's good for people to see what more than just them probably deal with on the regular.
Yeah. I have to say that I have a profound amount of respect for both of them, even making this documentary, because
it's bold.
I'm sure they know that there's going to be backlash. There are going to be people who are going to see things like this and they're going to say, oh, you know, Ace Family's trashing their fans, they're talking negative about their fans, they're showing all this negative stuff. Like, there are going to be people who, no matter what you post, they're going to take a negative spin on it, regardless of what you do. So it takes a certain amount of courage to even post this, to even show this, and open up and get people to understand what really goes on within their life. Because what people, like, they show so much of their life on their channel, and I think people really take that for granted. Like, there's so much that happens away from the camera that they don't show. And Zoe and I can even attest to that. Even, you know, you don't have to have 15 million subscribers to know. If you're doing YouTube, there's so much off camera that no one knows about. Like, nobody knows about.
And they don't need to know about.
Exactly. But like, nobody knows about the ins and outs of my daily life. Like, or Zoe's. Like, and you're right. Like, you wouldn't need to know that. So this documentary is all about showing you all of the ins and outs and things that you don't see on the camera. And it's like, for somebody who already has so much of their life out there for you to see, for them to allow you in deeper,
even more,
exactly, for them to allow you to see even more when they have already said that they felt like they've shown too much at times.
Yeah.
For them to continue to really open up and show you this is really what goes on behind the scenes. That takes a lot of courage, and I really respect that. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Zoe and I are really huge fans of the Ace Family, so you know.
But you don't see us going up to their house.
Like, exactly. Like, we're really big fans, and I've even seen things that they've done on their channel, and like on Snapchat or Instagram, and it's even things like, I probably wouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, I recognize, like I was saying, everybody's human. Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone's different.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's another thing too. Like, this is Austin and Catherine and their lives and their family. So like, the fact that you got people on the internet, children and like young teenagers who are like
judging,
trying to dictate how they should live their life and raise their children and where they should and shouldn't take them. Like, who are you? Who do you think you are to try to dictate to someone else how they should behave within their own family?
Right.
You know? But that's it, man.
I can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah, next episode should be pretty cool. We might do a reaction video on the next one, who knows.
Maybe.
In a nutshell, we love the Ace Family. We hope you do too. We'll link all of their stuff in the description if for some reason you've never heard of them. Yeah, man, that's it. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Join the team, because me and Zoe, we taking over in 2019. Hopefully, we ain't got to deal with no people like this when we do take over. But in the event that we do, y'all gonna be the first people to see it. Ain't gotta be no documentary. We gonna throw it up day of, soon as it happens. But yeah.
Don't forget to click the description box down below and follow us on all of our social media.
Do all of that, man. Peace, love, and blessings. And like me and Zoe always say,
we will see you next Friday.
We'll see you next Friday, man.